Right. So today I plan to divide my stream by 2 parts because I wanted to stream at the morning and at the evening. But so my illness, like a week ago, I caught a cold and I dealt with it. But here's another problem: my season allergic uh, stroke. Yes, seasonal allergic stroke, and my nose is still stuffy. I hate it. Let me use my medicine. Let me breathe a bit. Астер, здорово. I'll be right back. I'm back. Здорово, Астер. Сегодня попробую необычный для себя формат. Я все никак не могу там, не знаю, постримить подольше. Максимум у меня было 3 часа. Сейчас попробую 4. Попробую пойти сегодня на рекорд. Надеюсь, у меня не будет лагать, не будет вот этих невероятнейших просадок FPS, которые были на прошлом стриме. Кстати, я как раз таки думал то, что вот постримлю либо в воскресенье, либо в понедельник, но вышло, что постримил я в субботу. Неожиданно. Ладно, сегодня что у нас? Okay, so for today we will visit the Hargate's Isle and we will maybe touch a little bit more than I planned, the Forgotten Gods DLC for Grim Dawn. Whoa. Excuse me, the game, please. Also, I forgot that I decided to farm a bit before my stream for this reputation. So, level 72. I reached it. Oh, also, we need to visit this thing as well. Rise of the Insurgents. Yes. We need to visit one certain location, which we could not visit because of my freaking stream lags. Let me turn on my map, my special map. I don't wanna skip anything. Yeah, the laboratory is quite huge and the location by itself is toxic as fuck. So we need to be careful. There's a lot of dangerous zones. Just like this, but they damage even more. Also, yeah, the new helmet, instead of clairvoyance hat, I should say. The Unholy Visage of the Covenant. I finally got it. And we finally opened this. Oh, they have vampirism, but their amount of health is reduced. And they have some vitality resistance. Okay. Only the 8%. Oh no, not these fuckers. The location looks quite big, you know. Yeah, Hargate was one hell of a big motherfucker. If you thought that that slits are like natural mutations or some kinda ethereal corruptions, no, they are actually they are laboratory creations. Creatures created in the laboratory by this absolute madman Hargate. We need to find some more pages. So basically, these are like actual people, but they are mixed with lizards, and I hate when this happens so much. A huge freaking spider on a half of your screen appears. I still cannot forget my first experience with this thing. Can I please go up? Thank you. Yeah, I was speaking about this toxic liquid. pretty nasty location, but I am, even with my, despite the fact that we are playing as my overbuffed character. Please stand on this clear soil, please. So, I am overbuffed for this location already because monsters here are level 50, 51, 52. So I do not get any experience here at all. I also hope that the reputation is moving with the character for the next difficulties. I hope you understood me. So, where should I go next? Here's dead end. Okay. Somewhere else like here. Okay. Very toxic location. And quite very hard because of these green liquids on the floor. Oh, the treasure trove. Nice. So what do I need next? Which dismember stone? Ooh. Vitality, other damage. Vitality damage. Why it is converted to the other damage though? Okay, wait. Page 2. Yeah, we need the second page, the third page. Where the fuck are you shooting at? Hargate Journal, page 2. At Helen's recommendation, I have chosen the lowly green swamp adder as the basis of my experiment. Its short lifespan and rapidly shedding skin made of a malleable test subject. The initial results seemed promising at first. Using high concentrations of ether energy, basically it is the ethereal corruption, or maybe some ethereal experiment. Okay, where did I stop? Ethereal experiment. Ethereal experiment. I forgot the word. Let me translate. Experimental subject. Yes, subject. Such a simple word. And I forgot it. Using high concentrations of ether energy, we were able to instill various mutations within the specimens, creating new limbs or including gigantism. Inducing gigantism. Unfortunately, none of the samples survived beyond a couple weeks. Their higher brain functions being seemingly incapable of handling the introduction of additional bodily elements. For our second batch of experiments, we molded the adders with a few grubbles captured by local trappers. The results were curious to say the least. While this was not the breakthrough I was looking for, We seem to be heading in the right direction. The dull mind of a grubble was capable of adapting to its new body. Wait, let me fix something. Yeah, so adapting to its new body, but its primitive and disgustingly malformed physique would see me becoming a laughing stock of my colleagues. No, I must see this through to its logical conclusion. Helen may frown upon it, but the next step seems clear as day to me. Okay. Maybe in the third page we will find out that Hargate decided to make his vicious experiments on the human race. Okay, now I need to wait for my tonic of mending cooldown. And yeah, and I need to go as fast as possible. I hate when my character do this thing. Also, speaking about my Total War Warhammer 3 experience, the new patch came out, 2.1, and the reason is why did I stop to play Total War Warhammer 3 is I'm playing with mods and I had a well-going campaign, but because of freaking mods I couldn't continue it because they are not updated the version of 2.1 and I cannot continue the campaign. Okay, Hargate's journal, page 3. Okay, let's read it. I have sent Helen and Elena away for the summer to visit family in the capital while I continue my work alone. I tasked a few unsavory individuals to gather volunteers for the next stage of my research. Mere vagrants and rovers, people nobody would miss. The fees they charge were considerable, but I will pay any price when I am so close to my breakthrough. The samples arrived in the middle of the night, delivered to their cells as promised. My collaborators took their pay and left promptly without asking any questions. Frankly, they looked a bit disturbed. I was unfazed. Sigma male Hargate. They're bit simpletons, unable to fathom the importance of my work. The specimens began stirring by morning, their frightened cries echoing throughout the lab. I explained to them that they were selected for an important duty, that their lives would finally have meaning and purpose. The scum should have been thanking me, but instead they cursed me as a madman and criminal. I dismissed their accusations and got to work. There was much to be done. Wow, dude. Just wow. As we will see, Elena, one of his Hargate's assistants, probably will not leave. She didn't leave her family for the vacations. You will see why. Maybe she came back, yeah. Wow, 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 wow. This is a very dangerous zone here. Now I remember why do I hate this map. Because of this freaking moment. Yeah, we need to move very careful here. Also, probably soon. Wait, I need to check something, I remembered. Okay, I checked it and there is not so much. Okay, let's clean all of this mess. Oh, I need to kill you as well. About Watcher of the Frozen North. Yay. Vitality and poison damage. Surprisingly, no hero monsters yet here, except one last boss which will await us in the end. Elena, the first Slith. Also the assistant of Hargate. We have to kill her. We have to end her sufferings. I wonder where is Helen though. Yeah, Hargate's formula. The impossible to decipher scribbling of the mad arcanist Oswald Hargate. And this thing we have to bring to Kasparov. Okay, before we will leave. Helen and Elena returned early from their trip. While Elena was otherwise occupied with her toys in the living quarters, Helen came down into the lab to find me in the midst of my latest study. The horrified look on her face is something I shall never forget. I tried to be reasonable. I explained that what she witnessed was merely a stepping stone, that those men and women died so that our work would not be squandered on snakes and grubbles. But she would not budge. My wife, my partner, had betrayed me at this most critical junction. My work is too important to let emotional attachments get in this way. I did the only sensible thing. Let history judge my actions. Ah wait, probably Elena is the daughter of Hargate. With the unfortunate distraction dealt with, I returned to my results. The human-snake hybrids had proven unstable and violent. I was assaulted on several occasions while attempting to study their physical functions, but those attacked proved to be little more than outbursts of the verge of death. All of the specimens died shortly after the procedure. Dissection revealed an incomplete hybridization of internal organs. With a dysfunctional digestive system, death was inevitable. But I wonder if perhaps the subjects were too old for the procedure to succeed. If I start over with a younger candidate, then perhaps I would finally have the results I seek. And the first result we just killed. Okay, we covered the Hargate's formula and let's give it to him.
Do you have something for me?
What is the difference? Maybe the difference only in the thing that if I'll keep it, will not get the money, right? I have the formula right here.
Hand it here. Let's see what old Hargate had cooked up in that lab of his. Something on a relic he's used. That's a start. By the stars, it's all a mess. This will take some time to decipher.
What exactly do you plan to do with these notes?
Sate my curiosity at worst. Find a way to revert some of the mutations induced by the ethereals at best. Where we fall in the spectrum depends on if I can ever make any sense of this jargon.
Good luck, I guess.
You breakthrough we've been looking for.
Great, what is...
What you see before you is an aether crystal, but not just any crystal. I've attuned it precisely to the specifications within Hargate's notes. Based on what I've uncovered, I may have stumbled upon a way to reverse the energies within the crystal and force it to release all of the tainted energies within. In theory, I should be able to do the same to living tissue. In theory. But let's begin with a simpler experiment, just the crystal itself.
Let's give it a try.
It appears the crystal was not as stable as I'd hoped. Oh dear, oh, there goes another finger. Are you all right? No matter. Look, the crystal has lost its aether hue and is now a magnificent, stable purple. Perhaps it is not the breakthrough we needed, but it is a step in the correct trajectory. With more research and perhaps some gloves, I may be able to reverse ethereal mutations after all.
Let's hope you figured something out. Okay. Now it's time to visit our friends and quote from the council. Ravencall. Syrian Marken and Albaran Rain. He must be over there. Yeah. Okay. And yeah, when I decided to farm for ascended items for the unholy covenant of unholy visage of the covenant, I got it in the first seconds. I got very lucky. Yeah, just like this. Ascended vestments, and I've got a freaking ascended item. Imagine. One of the Myrmidons just died. But his death will not be forfeit. Ouch. He's off. Go away. Okay, Chamber of the High Council. Okay, there is only one piece of fleshward, hidden fleshward spoils. Hidden somewhere in the end of this location. Yes, the music accompaniment from the... You should remember this. The Cronley's hideout. And it plays here as well. can spam my necrosis, but this is not so interesting at all. But the spell is good by itself as well. Very strong. I mean, even without the... even without the break and walkthrough, it's quite strong. Yeah, vitality damage is good here. Not on the everyone, because I believe skeletons do not care about bleeding, vitality, and which damage? Acid damage, yeah. Poison, acid damage, bleeding, and vitality damage, they do not care about this at all. Okay, at least now here it became lighter. Oh, I guess I should go this way. Oh, there's a water. There's some sort of a fountain or pool, or I don't know. Maybe some recreation zone. Also, I remembered another one quest, and probably we will visit the, you know, the Fleshworks once again. At least the infestation. Ravencall, Emerald Rain, Tyrion Marken. But it's the end for you. Okay, Council report to Theoden Marcel. I am pleased to report that despite initial delays of our efforts in Port Valbury have paid off and the full measure of our plan is coming to fruition. Reports from High Advisor Van Eldridge indicate that the collection of specimens is now running without interference, and they will be packaged and prepared for your personal needs post-haste. It seems our investment in that vessel was well placed as you believed it would. Our remaining challenge is moving the specimens to the harbor. I have diverted the deliveries to the Black Iron docks, where closer scrutiny of cargo. What is this word? Scrutiny of cargo is less probable due to the frequent military shipments and the overbearing schedule we've imposed upon the dock workers is keeping them too busy to ask questions. Despite that, we currently have surprisingly little oversight there. However, Vernon of the Port Port Authority has proven to be a pleasantly simple target. He is a petty and insecure man, traits that make for easy pickings. Through him we have ordered the harbor masters to issue weekly reports highlighting unusual activity or unexpected arrivals. This allows us to monitor harbor activity more closely and silence an unfortunate leaks of our plans before we are ready to execute the glorious dawn. Swiftly dealing with accidents will sow fear and distrust among the dock workers, ensuring that further incidents are avoided. Additionally, work on the great houses of Crown Hill has been proceeded rapidly, as has been quite common amongst these humans. The wealthy people of this city are conceited, disloyal and power-hungry. They fight even amongst their own families, with but the slightest provocation. The council shall continue to encourage such infighting until such a time as we have gained sufficient influence among the city's elite and selected the most susceptible vessels. Respectfully, Councilman in Residence, Alberan Rain. Let's speak with Karinia.
Have the councilmen been vanquished?
Yeah, they are no more.
With them gone, Malmouth can begin to heal of the atrocities done to its people. You've done us all a great service.
I have some questions. Can you tell me about the initial attack? It began from within the city. It's clear the attack was planned and prepared for a long time. The reanimated dead and flesh-warped abominations appeared everywhere at once, throwing chaos and overwhelming the guards. They sabotaged the city's inner defenses, but the outside walls they quickly gained control of and closed off, cutting off escape from the city. They hit the docks next, burning the ships so that nobody could flee by water. It was carnage. They must have spent years preparing and concealing the army they used to overtake the city. There were many reports of missing people in the years before the Grim Dawn, and they must have taken many others, beggars and pensions, whose absence would go little noticed. On the day of the Grim Dawn, things unfolded quickly, and it seemed as though the city had fallen within minutes. The resistance formed a few days later, consisting mostly of the surviving city militia and dozens of scrappy volunteers. I wasn't initially in charge, but when our base here in the Steel Cap district was overrun, our leaders died holding off the rails while I led everyone into the sewers. Can you... what did you do before the attack? I was a part of the Malmut Guard, one of the few who had training in the arcane arts. Don't you worry your pretty face, it was Gildem Arcanum sanctioned. I'd show you my official seal, but I seem to have left it in my room and the boarding house is now a smoldering pile of ash and rubble. Yeah, sure. You're not the, like, Anastasia, yeah, for real, for real. It was our duty to keep the peace and hold the city defenses against any invader. Of course, none of us were prepared for an invasion that began from within. My commanding officer vanished shortly before the attack started. I haven't figured out if he fled the city, died in the fighting, or was one of the trio possessed. What happened now? We keep on fighting until every last enemy has fallen, or we die trying. Even if we make Malmut safe, the world beyond will consume us someday. It doesn't end here, but it's a solid start. Yeah, for real.
Come see what's left of my wares. Iron well spent.
Okay, let's visit our smuggler. Wait, let me check something. Oh, we need to visit the Coven's Refuge then. For this quest. Wait, where is Ruchia?
I'll give you a good price on what I've got left. See you around.
There you are.
I can smell the questions upon you.
You! Ruchia points a finger in your direction despite clearly being blind. You and I must weave a tapestry of change upon this day. Okay, fine, lay on the crazy. Your mockery matters not. This trend was started long ago. The time has come for it to end. Within the Iron City, the flesh vaults are teeming with the uncertainties. Within them, another you beckons. There you must go. Find this other and make yourself whole. How do you know this? Your arrival sent ripples through the strands. Fates cascaded upon the shores of the everlasting dream. In that moment I felt a presence that was like you and yet not. I delved deeper into the weave until I discovered this anomaly. The question remains, now that you know, do you dare to meet your other? I will seek it out. Okay, now we need to visit the infestation. Maybe we should go from this way. It will be faster, yeah, definitely. Oh damn, I wanna visit this totem as well. Oh, he died. Okay guys, you better run, because you will not survive this. Yes. Or maybe you will survive this, who knows. Okay, let's go this way then. And I accidentally killed someone again. Ooh! Or maybe I will not use this one. And I'm about to reach the level 73 as well and start the Forgotten Gods DLC with the level 73 handicap. Again, the sounds of suffering women. But we supposed to free them already. Maybe this is just an ambient. Maybe this is just some sort of, you know, how do I describe this? Maybe these are screaming souls of these women who suffered, but they are still not found their they still did not their rest. Yeah. Flying bolter. I don't need this one though. Okay, now we can finally visit Alostria. Hello there.
So precious few moments in your brief lives, and you spend yours chasing after me? I would be flattered if you weren't so pathetic. But you have my curiosity. Tell me, what is my former vessel doing here, in the heart of the enemy?
I'm here to end this.
You, an abandoned vessel, think you're just going to march in here and threaten all that we've created? Don't make me laugh.
Why are you doing this?
It's not like a sheep to question its own slaughter. You are but flesh for us to harvest. We have simply returned to take back what is rightfully ours.
Why me?
Did you think you were special? That you had some purpose to fulfill, some glorious destiny? You were just another weak-minded vessel I made use of as I scoured Devil's Crossing for survivors to harvest. Who knows? You might have served me still, if not for that accursed witch. Really, though, I should consider it a mercy, as I found your mind particularly unpleasant to inhabit. Think yourself the savior of Devil's Crossing? Hardly. By my hand, you became the harbinger of their doom.
Many of your kind have already fallen to me.
Well, it's true that you managed to disrupt our efforts in Hargate and spare the Black Legion from ruthless. You barely delay the final strike. Nothing you've done, no Ethereum you think you've killed will save humanity from its fate. We are infinite, and the old gods that subjugated us have gone from this world. None remain who can oppose us, and those of your kind who do not accept this reality will perish. Did you think you
Take back what yours.
At the behest of the gods, we created and nurtured life itself. All this for purposes never fulfilled. When the gods slaughtered one another, again we served.
А, ну, если у тебя есть какие-то свои дела, то можешь делать их в первую очередь. А так, привет, добро пожаловать, Гриш. Здравствуй. Давно не виделись.
Did you think you were special? And I suppose you, an abandoned vessel, will stop us? Don't make me laugh. I grow tired of these questions. Despite your insignificance, you've managed to be a thorn in our side for too long. You, an abandoned vessel. Well, it's
Okay, then prepare to join your failed creations. You may be infinite, but so it is my pleasure in killing your kind. So we ended this bitch. Я еще неделю назад болел, но у меня сейчас началась сезонная аллергия, походу. У меня заложенность этого. Okay, illustrious orders. By our decree, you're to travel to Malmuth. Expend any resource you require to make the long journey in utmost haste. Once you've arrived, you are to ascertain the progress that has been made under the rule of the Shaper of Flesh. We have reason to believe that his recent actions have diverged from the consensus and now threaten our grand vision. If what we suspect is true, then you are to proceed immediately in returning the Shaper to Erlan and taking his place as the heart of the operations in Malmuth. If, however, we have erred in our suspicions, then report on this miscalculation immediately and ensure that the consensus proceeds as ordained. With their eye fallen upon us, we must be swift in our actions. No piece of the puzzle must be allowed to contort itself to its own whims. We will not be jeopardized when victory is so close at hand. Adjunct Orin Vostra. Fourth of the Circle of Five. Alright, so no rift, right? Let's visit the Steel Cup district. And after that, we will finally touch. We're playing for about more than 1 hour, by the way.
See what's left of my
We will finally touch the Forgotten Gods DLC.
see you around.
And before we will start this, I need to drink water. I'll be right back, 2 seconds, literally. Аналогичная ситуация, Гриша. У меня это, во-первых, из-за экологии, во-вторых, из-за того, что врачи не хотят ни хрена лечить. У меня нашли полип в носу в левом проходе, и его не хотят вырезать. Итак. Where is the rift? Another rift I need. Let's go on the Devil's Crossing.
I'll give you a good price on what I've got left. Put it to good use.
Yeah, the Emissary's Rift. Они все что угодно скажут, лишь бы ничего не делать. Conclave of the Three. Just look at this bright location. How it literally... Oh, the music though. This is the jam. Look how the level design here contrasts with the darkness of Malmuth. Here is very bright and still yet very dreadful horrors of the sands. The Emissary.
So, you have come, as the Oracle of Dreeg had foreseen. But, are you truly prepared for what's in store for you in this forsaken land?
What is this place?
Are in the Corvan Basin, a land ravaged by gods and man alike. A land whose secrets are now coveted by a determined few. As for this camp, this is the Conclave of the Three. Very much like the sanctum you've discovered in the marshes outside of Burwich. Here the three cults
Also, you know,
set aside their disagreements and join as one against our mutual foes. Foes which threaten your existence as well, I might add.
What do you need me for
The
then?
three have decreed that I seek out worthy allies in our battle against a common foe. But are you indeed the one we seek? First, you must prove yourself.
Do I need to
Go
do?
to the center of the camp before the statues. Kanatha, mistress of the Sentinels, awaits you to begin the Eldritch rites. Conquer whatever horrors assault you from the Eldritch realm, and we shall have our answer.
May I ask a
In
question?
time, all your questions will have answers of their own.
Oh, okay, I'll take the challenge. I'll take it. Sangral, Smuggler of Secrets, also plus 100 for the new rift. Oh, it's so good to hear the music from the menu. For the purpose. Let this sacrifice echo across the conclave that our brother Jarrus was found worthy of burying his life before Soleil's blade. You are granted the honor, and fewer still have the will to accept the burden for the benefit of us all. And so it was with our brother, who not only willingly stepped forward to feed Soleil's hunger, he had Soleil's sigils painted upon his bare chest, and as he paraded himself to the center of the conclave. Larger than life, he stood proudly before Sagon and his carved witchblade and proclaimed to all that today marks the first day of their victory against the usurper. Jarrus kneeled, as was customary, but his eyes never turned away from the vicar's stoic gaze. As we sat down upon us by Soleil, Sagon uttered the sacred words and slid his forefinger to paint a rune upon Jarrus' forehead. Then the vicar stood behind the sacrifice and placed the sacred blade upon his throat. This was this chosen's last chance to back down. Though, to be perfectly honest, such a disgrace would likely end in death anyway. Jairus looked ahead with confidence. His face was beaming with pride, such was his faith. Ursula! He began to cry when Sagan slit his throat and plunged his other hand drenched in black flames into Jairus' chest. Sagan removed the dead man's heart in a swift motion and drank deep of the live blood spilling forth. Jairus' body slumped to the ground, his eyes still staring forward. Several attendants saw to his cremation as the vicar with a small letter, delivered the heart to Soleil's shrine. The heart was placed in an ornate bowl and incinerated, as it is burned the rounds upon the shrine group writer. Soleil is pleased, Sagan uttered, smiling with bloody lips. I definitely gonna join the cult of Soleil here. Garrus, keeper of iron. Greetings, friend. I know when somebody's carrying coin and you've got share. Care to make an exchange for some iron bars? I wish to purchase. Splendid. Then what shall it be? I've got iron bars for 50k iron bits each, or perhaps it's too cheap for your blood. How about a stack of iron bars for 500k bits? What would I want this for? I offered a humble service, no string attached. Bring me iron bits and in exchange you will receive iron bars. Pass these to your allies or perhaps your alter egos. If they bring them to me, then I will happily take them off their hands for their... Oh! Okay, perhaps another time, because I don't need it. Harold. Leave me to my business. What are you working for? Did you not hear me? Let me spell it out for you. Leave me alone. The less time I spend in this forsaken sand-covered armpit of the world, the better, and you serve no purpose but to slow me down. Now leave me alone so I can get my work done and get out of here. What's wrong? You're really not listening, are you? You want to know what's wrong? They dragged me out of this forsaken furnace. They dragged me out to this forsaken furnace on a fool's errand to chase some hopeless maniac through the desert. Жестко hunger. Да. My clothes are soaked with sweat, and that is until it all evaporates underneath the sleeth sun. My skin burns. There's sand in my everything, and there isn't so much as a drop of booze as far as the eye can see. To top of it, I lie awake, freezing to death, while all manner of ghastly beasts spend the night screaming and moaning at each other at the edge of camp. So you could say I'm a bit upset at my current situation. Now get lost and let me finish my work. That sounds terrible. We're officially done talking now. Fine, fine. Dude. Jugal, Wares of Soleil. Ooh. Yeah, this is what I want, this is what I need. Geo Huntress. What can you offer to me? Soleil's Competent Cask. Void Hood, this is what I want, this is what I need. Vitality Fire, Black Flame Hood. Let's go. Royal Headguard. This is for the Kabbalist, maybe even Ritualist. Okay, I want this one with Vitality Chaos. Or this one with Fire Vitality. Maybe this one. Maybe even both. Bloodshot Mantle. Black Flame Mantle. Wild Powderons. Yeah. Is this? What's next? Then Spalders. What's next? Competent Chest Guard. Damn, this helmet looks sick. Also, this is unfortunately the level 65. I hope we will use this one later. Yeah, at the level 90. Soleil Void Vestments. Oh. Wild Waste Guard. Okay. Valkyras. Black Flame Vestments. What can you offer to me? Soleil Arbalest. Not so much interested. Warhammer not interested. Slicer. Beheader. This looks sick. Flambearer. Cool. Chaos Bleeding? Range. Okay, the Flamebearer is the only thing which I want here. Beheader is also very cool though. But unfortunately no vitality damage here. Slicer is cool though too. Void Tome. Yes. Sky Weaver. Oh, Marco Blood. What's here? Recoil Skill, Dusk Bloom. Oh, Talent, Vitality Bleeding. Okay. Desert Tongue, Purpose Venom, Keeper's Essence, War Powder.
It's a good use.
Okay, now we're going to speak a lot. Alika. Hello there, brother. You look lost. Is there something I can help you with? Perhaps you have some questions I might answer. Who is the emissary? Well, now, that's a good question. The emissary has been in service of the Three for a very long time. Some say since the beginning, which would make him hundreds of years old. I don't know how much truth there is to that, but there is no doubt he has been one of their most fervent servants. He goes where the Three will not, recruiting talented individuals in their name or scouring them from existence should their refusal be perceived as a threat to the gods. I suspect many were once recruited by him, including yours truly. You were recruited by the emissary? Yeah, I certainly was. It's not the happiest of tales, but all worked out in the end, I suppose. I was 14 at the time. My parents had fallen ill to a pox that claimed countless lives across the countryside. Things were not looking good and we were running out of money. The little bit of medicine I could afford was quickly running out. One day, while I was out in the market trying to scrounge some coin for the meager goods we had, I began hearing voices, but they did not originate from anyone nearby. Only I could hear them. They told me things I thought impossible. At first I was rightfully scared and I didn't know what to make of it. I thought I was going mad, but in them was wisdom. I just didn't know it at the time. It was long before my mother succumbed to the pox. I had to bury her myself as father was still too weak. As tears streamed down my cheeks, I vowed not to let that happen again. I listened to the voices and through them I learned tricks beyond the mortal limits. I hurt some people, but I was able to earn enough money for food and for father's medicine. The day father got out of bed for the first time in weeks, a stranger came to me on the road. A hood cloaked in his features, and he introduced himself only as the emissary. He told me that the voices I was hearing were not of my own failing sanity, but instead they were a gift. He told me that I was right to listen, but now the time had come to pay for my gifts. Father's life in exchange for my service. He said that I should keep listening to the voices, to follow them wherever they lead, but I will never see my father again. To deny them was to deny the call of a god. I felt that I had no choice. I wrote Father a note and left in the middle of the night. The emissary was not wrong. Their voices led me to Stonereach, a coven of witches in the service of the Three. There I honed my powers and embraced my calling. I do not know what happened to Father, but given what's happened across Cairn, I can only imagine. And I can only imagine I'd have shared his fate if I didn't leave. What is this place? This is the gathering of those faithful to the Three, a convergence of powers this world has not yet seen. All of us were called here, much like you were, the Three. Are you really that out of your element? The Three, the witch gods, Bismil, Drick, and Soliel. The very reasons why we stand here this day. We are, all of us, bound to their will. To serve them is to have purpose, and now you have been called into their service as well. What are you doing here? Each of us has our role to play, but all of us are here because the Three demanded it. A forgotten threat rises to the north, one that may consume this land if we falter or delay. There are some in this camp who are skeptical of this, but they are fools to question the gods. The threat is real, as we will all know it soon enough. Okay. Thanks for the information. Beacon! Please do not distract me from my task. What are you doing here? I am an oath keeper of Soliel. I am the sword and the shield. I am the righteous Wrath. It is my sworn duty to defend Brother Sagan, and I will do so my life and yours if need be. Well, that mouthful. Watch yourself, stranger. I make no threats. Keep your distance and we shall have no quarrel. And if I don't, then I will strike you down where you stand. But now it is not the time for such ignorance. I'm sure you know this. You're an ally of the Three, are you not? Now please leave me for my duty. Keep up the good work. Okay, I can?
Stay out of my way and we'll get along just fine.
I don't want any trouble. Convergence of the Covenant. I am certain you have heard the whispers, as I had. The Mad One is restless, his mind filled with visions of the Burning One's return. If the bonds are broken and his power restored, he could unmake everything. I do not have to remind you of the consequences. The Triumvirate's faith is bound in this moment. Send word along the spider's web. Rally the servants of Bismail, I invoke the sacred covenant. The forces of the Three must converge in the forgotten lands on the Corvan people. Our forces must unite against this threat, or divided we shall succumb to the vengeful flames. None must be allowed to defy our summons. Any that do are as much enemy as the forces we contend with and shall be dealt with in kind. We must not allow ourselves to be distracted by the machinations of the Ethereals or the Bloodletters succumbing to their own doom. The danger they pose pales in comparison to what awaits us if we fail. And if the web has done its part, then the Everland survivors will at least stymie their progress long enough for our matters to be settled. Seek out the twin statues. You know of which I speak. The veil there is thin and will serve as an opportune location to begin our work. At the request of the Infinite Eye, I've dispatched the emissary to track down valuable allies who will turn the tide in our favor. I consider their lives expendable in pursuit of victory, but one must not tamper with the whims of fate when they are so clearly written before us. By the 3 thrones, we will eradicate this threat to our gifts. The world will tremble before the might of the witch gods. Second, Vicar of Soleil. Ricard? I can talk right now. Maris is watching. Who's Maris? Who's Maris? She's the love of my life. That's who Maris is. Now please, would you leave before she sees us talking? I don't want her to get the wrong idea. The wrong idea? I don't want her to think I'm, talking to you. You know what I mean. I have no idea. Maris? I'm a bit busy right now, but come back and see me when you've finished with the emissary. Right? Well, hasten.
Serve the 3 and prosper. Deny them and...
I get the idea. Second?
So you are what the emissary has brought us. Are you prepared for the trials ahead? This should prove entertaining.
Perhaps you'd prefer to test me yourself.
That would be brief.
Good thing that's not the test. Okay, Anorak?
Sorry, I can't talk. I'm waiting for someone.
8, maybe later. Niran? If you need something, speak to Atrin. Atrin? I'm sorry, are you the one we're supposed to see for our initiation? I don't believe so. Oh, sorry then. Let's talk another time. We'll carry on. Cricket? I'm ready to whatever Soleil's got in store for us. Atrin deserves to be here, and I'll make sure of it. Oh well. Okay, this was the Cult of Soleil. Death to the Usurper. Praises be upon the 3. Praises be upon their wisdom, their foresight, and their pity upon mankind. For without their blessings, we would be as worthless husks, devoid of the gifts of the Eldritch realm, and at the mercy of the luminary hounds. Curses be upon the usurper, the burning vengeance, the Corban destroyer. Curses be upon his lust for the Eldritch thrones, the pinnacle of the gods. May he die 1,000 deaths as Drake suffers 1,000 festering wounds. May his insides filled with spiders and his eyes turned to ash by eldritch fire. All these we invoke upon the usurper of the eldritch powers, powers meant to be wielded by the true gods and their servants. We march through the blistering sands and into the heart of flame, the whispers of Drake in our ears, the hounds of Beastmail at our side, the black flame of Soleil upon our blades. None shall be spared before our wrath. By the gifts of our patrons we will reclaim what is theirs, and though our blood shall spill upon the Corvan sands, it will be done in honor of the true masters of humanity. Ignus. Bewitched Smith. Asgard, Gold Supplier.
See you around.
Anata. Done. Okay, before we will speak with them, I want to speak with more of the people. Oh, Juliana. Oh, again. Argon. Bagala, the Spirit's Guide. I want to go this direction. Okay, I'll be right back. I need to wash my eyes. I've got an eyelash in my eye. Be right back. Visions of terror. Oh, this place we have chosen for our vigil. This conclave. It is a cursed land. The wail screams in agony. The whispers from beyond threaten to unravel reality. Every night I've spent here, the visions of the other side came more frequently and with greater clarity. What I first thought were images of darkness turned out to be much more. Within it were the screams of a million souls crying out to me, crying out for mercy. As my dreams solidified, I realized that the darkness moved. It wreathed like a mass of tentacles endlessly searching for something. The sight of it filled me with terror beyond anything I've ever felt. I awoke gasping for breath and grasping for anything within reach that would remind me that I've left a dream, but to the chagrin of my fellow seers sharing the tent. Shaken and unable to sleep, I sought the wisdom of the oracle. To my surprise, or perhaps I should have expected this, my master was already waiting for me inside his tent. Lanterns illuminated him in their flickering light as he sat cross-legged, without his usual regalia, on a rock with a tea set out for us. As he stared ahead with his blank eyes, he gave me a tight-lipped smile and motioned for me to sit. Before I could utter a word, he said, "You go." I was taken aback and blinked. The oracle continued by describing exactly what I had seen in my dreams. As if he had been there to share them with me. The insatiable night, he called it, the eternal darkness that exists in the beyond. It is primordial, unfathomable. God damn it. The screen is blinking again. Okay, I watching you. No, I said "aight." Like, alright. It is primordial, unfathomable to the human mind. We see it as a mass of writhing tentacles, but what it truly is cannot be described in words. Google exists to consume everything. Its endless pursuit halted only by the light of the celestial stars. I was told that it is a gift and a burden to bear witness to the makings of reality. What I had seen cannot be unseen. When I started visibly shaking, the oracle placed his palm upon my forehead, and for a moment I could swear his eye tattoos were staring at me. Yet I found myself instantly calmed. When I asked what he had done, he would not say, but he offered to teach me a technique to calm myself and banish the darkness from my nightmares. It is a lucid method by which I would conjure my own stars into the dream, brighter than the desert sun. I thanked him for his wisdom and promised to return the next eve for my lesson. As I stood to leave, I glanced in his direction. He was staring ahead as before, a somber expression on his face. His tea remained untouched. I said no more and closed the tent flap behind me. It would seem my visions have disturbed. Wow. disturbed the Oracle as well, but I trust that his judgment and foresight will carry us through whatever darkness looms on the horizon. I prayed to Dreek that the Oracle teachings will spare me further nightmares. Dude. Ah, wait. I thought you were standing on the air.
Hey there, traveler.
Yeah, the dude from the Forgotten Gods picture and from this thumbnail, Reeks. Hey there, traveler. Come back and chat with me when you've done with the emissary. Wouldn't want him coming after me for meddling in his business. I will. Arada. Wares of Dreek. What can you offer to me? Focused Raged. Rift Stalker. Okay, what can you offer to me here? Vitality Ether damage. Okay, this is more for Warlock. Yeah. Or maybe Arcanist Necromancer combination. Druid Combatant. Venom Shroud Hood. Oh, this is for the this one is like this, I think. For the Warlock. Defender Headguard. Acid Poison damage. This is for like Dervish or Archon. Red Spalders, Combatant Spalders, Vile Mantle, Venom Shroud, Pauldron. Red Chestguard, Combatant Chestguard, Arcane Investments, Defender's Cross. What can you offer me here? Dreek Hand Cannon, Ether Elemental, Burn Damage. Ah, okay. Dreek Arbalest, Dreek Cleaver, Dreek Greatsword. Okay, this is a shit ton of haste and vitality damage. +4 for Ravenous Earth and Vile Eruption. Damn, it is very good though. Wheel Weaver, nah. Venom Weaver, nah. What's next? Soul Bearer Tome. Drain Essence, Cold Vitality damage, okay. What can you offer to me? Dreek's Foresight, Dreek's Spine Dust, Dreek's Terror, Vitality Chaos damage, okay. Osiris Temper, Osiris Fortitude, Osiris Guidance, Osiris Wisdom. Okay. Kira.
The Great Guardian commands, and I serve.
Lura. The emissary awaits your arrival, Seeker. Do come speak with me when you're finished with him. I've been waiting for you, right? And yeah, the mad woman here, Naylen. Naylen appears to be crying. Are you alright? What did they do with them? I told you they ate them. Lying, I'm not lying. Who would lie about such a thing? I saw it with my own eyes. They ate them, the living, the dead, children. They ate the children right where they slept. Mothers, father, entire family slaughtered without mercy. Slaughtered and fed to the living. Excuse me? Please, you can't. They're just children. Oh, please, no, please stop. You're insane? The city is burning like the embers of an iron forge. I saw it with my own eyes. Heard the screams of thousands as they were eaten by liquid fire. Men, women, children. All consumed like fodder for an insatiable herd. Okay. Okay, let's speak with Raylis.
A challenge awaits, and a challenge
challenger stands, but which will endure? The eye knows the answer.
I see. I see. Бдумц. Легендарный стример, который стримит игры на 5 миллионов часов. Именно он. Okay, Falanestra, Warriors of Beastmail. What can you offer to me? Shadowy Assassin. This is definitely for the Nightblade and Pet Kabbalist Ritualist stuff as well. Doombolt? Pierce Cold and +2 for Doombolt. Strange. Doombolt with cold Pierce Frostburn damage. Strange, very strange. Good. Physical damage. Fire burn. Okay, lightning as well. Cold vitality damage while investment. Okay. Rotten fumes, infernal breath. Okay, what you can offer to? Ooh, Beastmail's hand cannon though. It can serve me very well at the level 84. But I will not be able to pull it out because, you know, I am about to join the Soleil's cult. Beastmail's Cleaver. Yeah, and Warhammer here is very good too for me. And Soulbreaker. Defender, no. What's next here? Beastmail Vile Seal with vitality, physical damage, tainted effigy, Hellfire effigy. Okay, what can you offer to me? Control, Desert Bark Whale, Touch, Silver Sand, Cunning, Proud, Adept's Will, Adept's Glare, Adept's Command, Adept's Promise. Okay, Karmak. Excuse me, brother, but I haven't got time to talk right now. Come back on that time, perhaps. Sorry to bother you. Which got bounty table. Or maybe I will be able to... The children died from mouth rupture. Maybe I will be able to level up all of the 3. I'm sorry, stranger. Perhaps we can talk later. Sure. Argon?
Greetings, Seeker.
Hello there. Very well. Harnessing the Forgotten. Yeah, we're streaming for about 2 hours. There are ulterior motives to my selecting this location for our conclave. The Druid Seers have no doubt felt it by now, and your spiders have suspected. Yes, the veil is thin here, and yes, that enables the cult to be better work with the gifts of the Eldritch Realm, but another source of power lies buried at our fingertips. At my behest, one of our most gifted scholars in the Veil's mysteries, Mazan, is working on harnessing the power. As you well know, there are other realms, other constructs of the primordial gods. The statues adorning this sacred place are more than just mere decoration. They are conduits between realities and could be manipulated to form a gateway with enough force of will. I believe Mazan is close to a breakthrough, and once he succeeds, we will have an entire realm of untapped potential to harness for our purposes. I, for one, am eager to see what we uncover if past experience is any indication. Wait, before we will speak with this lady, I want to speak... wait. Sentinel Torgil. I'm a bit busy right now. Sorry to bother you.
The
Alain?
Raven spoke of your arrival.
Right. Ooh.
A real test of your skills, then.
The woman from the previous Ashes of Malmuth thumbnails. A real test for your skills, then. I look forward to seeing you in action. Hey, let me look at you closer, lady. Damn, Bistzilla, the matron of rifts. Damn, dude. Like, damn. Woo! Okay, Mazan. Keeper of Portals.
The oracles of Dreeg spoke of your arrival. Their mad choir whispers of you marching alongside our forces into the tomb of the Eldritch.
It's read like choir. Okay.
But even their eyes cannot peer into what I offer. The Shattered Realm is unlike anything mankind has ever witnessed, teeming with wealth and power beyond imagining, but also dangers not unlike those that we face even now on Care. But before you can enter this treacherous reality, I must know that you're indeed the one the oracles speak of. Earn your place within our camp, and we can speak more of the Shattered Realm's mysteries.
What is the Shattered Realm?
It is very much a reflection of our own physical reality, but broken and distorted. Whatever entity crafted this realm, it seems it has long vanished, and with its
I remember this mode.
the world crumbles.
It's like roguelike.
Forever, but as its light fades, so the insatiable darkness consumes it. The deeper you dig, the tougher the opposition may become. Occasionally, you may encounter powerful guardians of the realm that will seek to stop you. But should you triumph against them, vast wealth awaits. Upon entering the Shattered Realm, you will appear within a shard. The way
I just realized these freaking loot statues.
souls from its forsaken denizens. I shall keep the way open for you, so that you can return during your current
Fuck.
journey.
I hope I will not get banned for this nudity. How can I prove myself?
The Shattered Realm is not some playground. It carries great risks, and I must know you are prepared. Speak to the emissary, earn a right to battle alongside one of the cults gathered here, and we shall
Okay.
speak again.
Farewell. Kanata, Mistress of the
The
Sentinels.
emissary warned me of your coming, but whether you may remain here is not a matter of
What
history.
is wrong with your face? It's so scarred.
Who stays and who dies. Are you prepared to face the trials?
What are these
Save
trials?
your questions for the scholars. If you are to survive out here, then you must be tested against the terrors of the Eldritch Realm.
It's what is your...
My role here is to determine whether you are worth the risks of bringing into our
Okay, I'm ready. Oh, cool. Infernal Knight's Pauldrons. Armor of Galros Val, better known as the Infernal Knight of the Black Legion. Okay, Kanata.
The emissary was right, as usual. You have earned the right to stand among us in the real
Uh,
By the blessing of the Covenant, I am the mistress of the Sentinels. Those sworn to guard the interests of the Three and the survival of our people answer to me. They swear their oaths to the gods and to me.
what else awaits
Our
us?
battle against the fiery fury boiling beneath the sands, of course. A forgotten god stirs. An ancient enemy of mankind threatens to destroy us all. We must rise to face this threat before all is lost.
I see. Okay, Mazan. What can you tell me?
The oracles of Dreeg spoke of your arrival. Their
See anything you like?
Okay, I passed through this portal. Okay, let's speak with the emissary. He awaits us. He definitely saw our how we proved this.
Hear the battle from here. So
But did you see it?
ready to open your eyes to powers beyond imagining, to secrets better left uncovered.
I have some questions first. Why is this place so important? The Gorman Basin was once home to a culture deeply rooted in tradition and faith, where an oath made upon the temple steps was worth more than gold. It was a land of purity by fire, or virtue, of virtue through zealous faith to a god of unfathomable power. But such blind belief can prove dangerous, as the Corvan people learned. Tragedy struck as the land was torn asunder by violent eruptions, and the people scattered to the winds to escape the fury of their celestial patron. Now this same being, this forgotten deity, stirs once more, and if none stand against it, it may not be just the Corvan Basin that suffers this time around. Another question. Who are your masters? I am the humble servant of the witch gods. By their guiding hand, the secrets of the Eldritch realm are revealed to me. All they ask for me is, in exchange, is loyalty and sacrifice. Those gathered here have given much of themselves, and they will give much more still if the Three demand it. Another question. So what is the grave threat? A god long forgotten has re-emerged. Wait. No, everything is fine. Okay, the god re-emerged. It is a malevolent and spiteful creature that has ravaged this land and will do the same of all of Cairn if given the chance. You have heard of the dead god Cthon, no doubt, and the terrors it spawns even in death. This god, Korvac, is very much alive, and its followers grow in number and strength each day. The awakening of this being is a threat even to the witch gods themselves, and so we are here to put a stop to its returning before it is too late. Where are the witch gods? Should they not be helping? The actions of the Three are not for us to comprehend, but I suspect it is by their combined wills that we even stand here now and are not already at the mercy of the Forgotten Gods' vengeance. I assure you that while they do not show themselves as they are keenly aware of all that transpires here. So why did you bring me here?
Ah yes, ever driven by action. I admire your conviction. The fated hour is nearly upon us. Soon we shall strike as one against our formidable foe. But we cannot act rashly. Precautions must be taken. Each of the cults is preparing in their own way. Speak to the masters of the cults of Bismiel, Dreeg, and Salile. Learn of their methods and align yourself to one cause. Draelus, Basilla, and Sagon are already expecting you.
Why may I choose
While we may be
cult?
allies in this endeavor, the cults
Must, not
do
may.
always see eye to eye on all matters. It is best for the sake of peace that you assist only one of the cults. Do not be concerned, though. The others will not see you as a foe for your decision. Not here. Besides,
Not here.
you may not find all the methods we employ agreeable. Speak to the cult leaders, learn of their ways, and make your choice.
And which cult do you belong to?
When I first stood before the witch gods, I said to them that I shall serve in this life and the next if need be, but I shall only ever serve the three. Not Bismuth, not Drieg, not Solisle. And so, I am the herald of the gods, the one who spreads their message and finds worthy allies. All the cults look to my guidance. Even the gods have sought my counsel in the past.
I'll speak with them.
Safe storage, no questions.
I forgot to visit you, dude.
I'll keep an eye on this.
Okay, first we speak with Biscilla. I already have in mind to choose Solisle, but I want to speak with all of the three.
You've been quite a sight since entering our camp. I'm shivering with anticipation for what's next. But will you be at my side? Or would you rather waste your time on the minions of Drieg and Solisle?
You serve Bismail, why should I help
My
you?
dear, who needs to see the future when you can manipulate it from the shadows? Solisle would have you play with fire and get burnt. But Bismail offers you the true gifts of the Eldritch realm. Every hound, every raven, every fiend that's ever crossed the Veil can and will serve the Schemer. All are bound within the web. No move can be made without tugging at the strings, until finally, the spider strikes.
Bismail is a spider?
Bismail is like a dreadweave widow. Sultry, manipulative, and deadly. But no, she is not a spider in the physical sense. The Schemer takes on many forms, all a means to an end. A pompous oligarch, an unassuming beggar, a seductress. All the faces of Bismail. If you would ever be so blessed to witness her true form, then you are already dead.
What can you tell me about
A
Bismail?
favorite legend among the rabble is that the secrets of the Eldritch realm were whispered in the goddess's ear by a spider. I believe it happened on a night of fire and passion, of betrayal and lust for power. The Lady of Whispers always gets her way in the end. It was by her machinations that the Empire's Inquisitors spent centuries aimlessly hunting for the witch god cults, their efforts confounded by the endless weave of decoys and lies. Only a select few are trusted in knowing the span of Bismail's web. I have the honor of sitting at its center.
I need to consider my options. Drealis, what can you tell me?
Weeping spines do not lie. You have come to fragment the memories of the forgotten. But who will stand by your side? Will you step into the spider's web? Or will you kindle the flame? Or perhaps you will weep for the eye that sees all.
You serve Drieg, why should I help you?
Much purpose flows within you. Allow me to temper that potential. Through the great guardian's eyes, we shall divine the true path beyond humanity's struggles. Let the others play with their eldritch toys and arcane spectacles. It falls upon us to strike the balance.
Drieg can see the future?
The strands of fate have been exposed to his infinite gaze. His wounds weep for our future, just as his reach seeks a path through the calamities that still await.
What can you tell me about Dreek?
Krieg is the oldest of the witch gods. He sought to know all, to witness the truth in the fabric of our reality. He cast aside the ancient warnings, threw caution to the wind, and reached beyond the curtain that seeks to blind us of true sight. Even his knowledge and wisdom did not prepare him for what he witnessed. The event changed him irrevocably, and while his mortal eyes were forever blind, so his eldritch eyes had opened. For the first time in his life, Dreek saw the world for what it truly was, and he saw rot. Dreek does not distract himself with the folly of mortal pursuits. In the end of all things, we must strike balance.
I need to consider my options. Let's pick with Sagan. Sagan?
You show promise. Perhaps you would be of value to Salile. It remains to be seen if the emissary was right about you.
User Salile, why should I help you?
Salile does not need your help, but that does not mean we cannot benefit one another. Only those willing to make any sacrifice, to go to any ends necessary, are of use to Salile. The world is ripe with power for the taking, if you have the will to claim it. Bismiel and Dreeg hope to manipulate events to glean a favorable future. Salile knows that the mighty carve their own future.
Salile seems cruel.
The world is cruel. Salile expects great sacrifice, yes, but in return he gifts us with unfathomable power. What god worshipped in the fallen empire can offer the same.
What can you tell me about this Salile?
Salile is the youngest of the three, but do not mistake that for weakness. His mastery of the Eldritch Fire is without equal. The very essence of the Eldritch realm is for him to mold as he sees fit, and he shares this knowledge with his loyal servants. But such power does not come without sacrifice. Some must die so that others can bask in his glory. The ultimate display of loyalty.
I will work with your cult.
I will allow it. We will see if you have what it takes to work alongside Salile's aspirants.
What is the plan
The
then?
forgotten god stirs within his tomb, which now serves as a bastion for his followers, but not for long. They've caught Salile's attention. Their deaths are inevitable. You've taken up enough of my precious time. I must tend to Salile's wishes. Speak to Riken here at the camp. He will guide you to our goals.
I'll speak to Riken. Ethan?
Serve the three and prosper. Deny them
With all the chaos around here, I didn't even take notice of your trials. Here to put yourself to use? Oh, alright, what do you need? What was once a joint pursuit of a raving zealot and his brainwashed followers has turned into a full-on assault on primordial beings. To say that we were ill-prepared for a conflict of this magnitude is an understatement. But it's also no secret that this region is teeming with old secrets and forgotten artifacts, a resource we can take advantage of to augment our dwindling arcane supplies. I've sent out a group of aspirants to scour the Temple of Osiris to the north of anything valuable. I expected them to return by now, but nobody's seen them. If you're going to make yourself useful, go out there and find whatever they scavenged, and bring them back too, I suppose. I will find their facts. Is there something do you need? What do you do around here? It's my job to gather supplies for the various spells, rituals, and incantations performed here in the solo camp. It is a never-ending task, as you can imagine, particularly with everything that's going on right now. Recently, it's been even more difficult because that nosy dimwit Ricard. He follows me everywhere. It's maddening. I've tried to speak with him about it, but he just blushes and like a child and runs off. Can a grown man act like such a fool? Actually, can you do me a favor? Sure. Go over there and tell Rickard to leave me alone, or I'll tell the Sentinels he's disrupting vital ritual works for Solael. That should put a stop to his foolishness for a while. Perhaps then I can back to my work. I will talk to him. Rickard? Leave me alone. I'm no condition to talk. It's about Maris. Maris, did you speak of me? Oh, please, let's be true. My lovely Maris, how fine and... Okay, you need to stay away from her. What? It can't be true. What did you say to her? You said something bad about me, didn't you? Or you want her for yourself, don't you? I can't believe you're trying to come between me and my one true love. How could you do something like this to me? You're a monster. You called the Sentinels if you don't stay away. Well, I bet she will know that you set her against me. You can do this. Do you understand? I won't let you come between me and my Maris. I have her no matter what you said. Watch your back, Rickard. Okay.
So, you're the latest blood to join our ranks. You survived the trials, which is more than I can say for some of this lot, so I expect similarly impressive results. Are you ready to get started?
What is it we need to do?
The servants of an ancient god they call Korvac have infested the Corvin Basin and now stand in our way. Exterminating vermin, war, a massacre, call it what you want. We cannot proceed without preparations. There is a temple not far north from here, dedicated to some long-forgotten entity called a seer. It houses a relic of great power, known as the Eye of a.a.. The temple's attendants likely used it for rituals and dazzling the sheep with false displays of the divine. We will put it to better use. Recover this relic in the name of Solael and bring it to me.
I'll get you your toy. Okay, I need to acquire the Eye of a.a.. Deliver the Eye to Aiken and the Conclave of 3. Okay, I am just tolerated with Cult of Bismiel and Cult of Dreek, and I am friendly with the Cult of Solael from the start. Okay, if I will kill Eldritch Horrors, I guess I will get reputation, but I will get more reputation and faster growth of reputation for a Cult of Solael here. Okay. But I hope that I will be able to buy some stuff from other cults as well. Okay, now I need to speak with someone else. Oh, Azan. He will offer it to... Okay, what do you say?
Don't worry. I'll be well aware of your every move. You need not come tell me yourself.
Okay, sure. Reeks.
Well, look what we've got here.
Well, I see you made your decision, choosing to pledge your loyalty to the witch gods. I hear they take that kind of thing very seriously around there. Which do you serve? What? Me? I certainly don't serve any of them. I serve the god of making Reeks a wealthy man. Then what are you doing here? Well, I am... what you may call a supplier, a purveyor of particular goods, if you will. I have a special talent for finding high-end and difficult to acquire objects. Things this crew here can't seem to get enough of. Particularly since they set out on their little crusade here. Something about a long forgotten god and the end of the world or some such. Sounds like a business as usual to me. A wise man once said, where there's a fight, there is a fortune to be made. Who said that? Me, a fool! I just said that. It was a joke, you see. So you're a merchant. Well, that's oversimplification. You see those other trash peddlers down there? They've got it all wrong. Selling goods for iron bits is a child game. A man isn't going to get rich playing games. No, my friend, I trade only for the finest goods. Favors. Favors from very powerful people. Favors that I can be cashing in when I see fit. So you just give them things. No, I don't think you're listening what I'm saying here. I give them things in exchange for favors. They're in my debt. They owe me, you see. There's people all across this land that owe me. From emperors to dung sifters. They live in the debt, it makes no difference. They're in my debt and when I need it most, I'm going to come calling. That's wealth right there. How do you make them pay you? That's the genius of it right there. So many people across this land are in my debt. You never know who they might be or what they might be capable of. Say I make a deal with a wealthy merchant. Then later on, when I come to collect my debt, he doesn't feel like paying. I pleasantly remind him that there is a lot of other folks looking to make good on their debts. And then leave him to think about who else might owe me and what they might be willing to do to pay up. That usually works. If it doesn't, I just get one of my other debtors to come and tune him up a bit. Sometimes you need to send a message to anyone else who might be thinking about defaulting on their debt. But most folks are glad to pay up when it comes time. It's a relief of a sort. You have anything for me? See, now you're getting it. That's what I'm talking about. He wants to make a deal. Let me think for a second. Yes, come to think of it, I do have something for you. You know what is mean for, of course. You're going to owe me and someday I will going to come to collect. Do we have a deal? Yeah, let's do this. Okay. Well, here you go. I'll tell you what, if you come back sometimes later, I might even have something else for you. At the right place, of course. Okay. And he gave me a freaking ring. Okay, Trellis,
Your
we can
fate
dump.
was written upon the noose. You merely play the part you must.
I'm see.
Again with these distractions. What do you want?
I have some questions. Why aren't we attacking our enemies head on? I admire your willingness to bring a swift end to this campaign, but some matters must be handled with precision. We will apply pressure where the Forgotten One's minions are weakest and watch them break before we land the final blow. What can you tell me about this Forgotten God? A primordial fiend that was once worshipped in these parts. Their faith was rewarded with fire and ash before it was ultimately contained within a tomb. It seems the protective barriers are now failing and this deity threatens to make a cataclysmic return that would disrupt the delicate balance of power of on Cairn. The witch gods are rightfully concerned and you should be too. What is wrote here? Soliel has entrusted me to prune unworthy from among his ranks, to purge weakness from the cult and guide the select few to powers unimaginable. I embody the characteristics Soliel prizes in my unrelenting pursuit of arcane secrets, and so I was made his vicar, his eyes and ears, the bearer of the most terrible and terrifying spells. Okay, never mind. So let's speak with you.
Come see what's left of my wares. Put it to good use.
Now let's speak with Anorak.
Traveler, can you spare a minute?
You look like you might be able to help me. Sure, what do you... Okay, he belongs to the cult of Beastmail, by the way. Sure, what do you need? It's my brothers. I was supposed to meet them back here last night, but they haven't shown up yet. We split up yesterday morning outside the Kairan docks, to the north. There is a temple under the ruins there. They couldn't leave it alone, just had to go for one more. The two of them just can't control themselves. Who am I fooling? I would have been right there with them, but I was already loaded up with as much as I could carry. I told them to meet me back here. That was the last I heard of either of them. I'd go back out there and look for them myself, but I should stay here in case they come back. If you headed out past the wall, will you keep an eye out for them? They've got to be somewhere between here and the Chiron docks. I'll find your brothers. Okay. I think I will not be able to handle 4 hours, I'm afraid of. Okay, let me yeah. Wait. Let me visit something else. Oh, there it is. The Shrine of Horan. Totally normal shield. Hey! And hidden spoils. Okay, Horan, thank you. Totally normal shield, which is... Southpaths will understand. This is for the Oathkeeper, of course. Yeah. Shield, which is actually a mace. Fuck, my mouth hurts from speaking and reading.
Got something you need stashed? I'll keep an eye on this.
See anything you like?
Okay, let's go. Corvan Plateau. And we will finally be able to hear other music here. Very different from the Ashes of Malmuth. Sandclaws. Dinosaurs. Corvan Scarabs. There's a lot of them though. Look how disgusting they are. They explode with maggots. Wait, give me a second. Bill Motor Kanaya.
Joey Kichi.
I said it. Yes, I said it. And also,
Nina Kosaka.
yes, I said it. I said it. Okay, we have 1.5 more hours here. Maybe even 2 hours, who knows? Yeah, and yeah. Once again, a dead journeyman here. In the sense of Corvan. Wait, let me make music master volume a bit louder. Oh, they're fighting. The cult of Drake. Wow, 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 wow. What are these? Excuse me, who is shooting this? Seer, aspirant, priest. Okay. Who is shooting this meteor shower? I wonder. Yeah, I also about to reach the level 73 soon. Oh, thank you for your Drake's aura. And you buffed me with the blood of the guardian. Very kind of you. But I have to leave. Oh, snacks from the Ashes of Malmuth. Rotting corpse. Enemy hero is killed. Rubbles? Here again? Seriously? Okay, locations here are really truly more beautiful even than in the Ashes of Malmuth. When the Ashes of Malmuth are very sad looking locations or dreading swamps, there are just nice bright days. Yet later it will be just like volcanoes and... Oh, I accidentally killed the hero once again. You're a monster. Okay, sand grubbles. What can you offer to me? Ooh, a shit ton of vitality damage, but unfortunately I cannot use it because this is level 70 and this is level 72, so we have to drop it out. But the good news are here. We are going to use Blogrug's Plagued Edge later. Probably the dismembered human, I guess. Or maybe not a human at all. Maybe it's a Sandclaw. Гришка, а почему ты задал этот вопрос? Мне интересно. And we've reached the Corvan Plateau Rift already. The amount of maggots here is insane. Видео О, рекоменды работают, ништяк. Окей, о. The death ritual. But first... Master Harkin of Death's Vigil. Good to see you. You're still in the fight, brother. It seems our effort in the Blood Grove weren't enough to stop Father Kaimon and his band of zealots. Yeah, we're fighting against the Kaimon's thousands. So we find ourselves chasing him through this forsaken wasteland on his mad quest to resurrect the Forgotten God. Have we met before? No, but we hail from the same banner. You did a great service to the Order of Death Vigil back in Sorrow's Bastion and the Blood Grove. Oh, you know. Because of this, there are many brothers of the Order who have heard of you. We're in your debt. I'm glad you could help. Sadly, our battle with Father Kaimon and his fanatics didn't end there. We tried to warn the Black Legion of his folly, but alas, they are occupied by the Chtonian and ethereal threats. No one would believe a lone fanatic could be so dangerous. And why would they? With all the unimaginable horrors that now roam Cairn, one crazy old man doesn't seem like a credible threat. Yet here we are. What do you know about Father Kaimon? Truthfully, I know very little about the man. But his story is a tragic one. Despite the effort he and his army of zealots put into hunting down our order, I still have empathy for him. I truly believe he thought he could save us all, but thought he was doing what he needed to be done to save Cairn. But I fear he was misled from the very beginning, used as a tool of revenge by a spiteful entity that wanted nothing more than to punish this realm and all who inhabit it. I can only imagine what promises it made to Kaimon under the guise of Empyrean. What lies it fed him to maintain his faith. It, you mean Korvac? Yes, we now know the truth behind Kaimon's lunacy. A forgotten god that forged a new faith under the guise of Empyrean. All of Kaimon's chosen are mere pawns in the machinations of primordial beings that do not care about us in the least. We are as insects, insignificant to their plans. Insignificant fuck! Sorry. How ironic that humanity was exactly what Korvac required to return. We will stop him. The word insignificant, they burnt the desire of for me to play Ultra Kill once again. The second act came out, but I still didn't play it at all. I need to walk through the Ultra Kill at least on the easiest difficulty possible, because I tried it on the normal difficulty and fuck, I was sweating. Подписками рекомендации лучше работают. Ну, естественно. Таков путь. Окей. Давайте зачистим. Короче, я устал говорить на английском. У меня как будто рот полный вот этих личинок, черт возьми, после разговоров на английском. Поэтому я хочу поговорить на русском. Наконец-то, да, Гриш? Правда, читать мне все равно на английском придется. Короче, это DLC о чем? Один бывший инквизитор Люминарии по имени Каймон заразился идеей освободить одного бога, забытого бога по имени Каймон, который под личиной другого реального бога Эмпириона начал злодействовать и просто уничтожать целый мир. Так называемые Witch Gods, как ведьма-боги, боги-ведьмы, боги-ведуны, Великая Троица, не путай со Святой Троицей, Великая Троица, Бисмиэль, Кайман и... Кайман дожился. Бисмиэль, Салаэль и Дрик решили остановить этого чокнутого ублюдка. Вау, челс. Погодите, сейчас. Типичный сюжет DLC, который абсолютно не связан с основной линейкой. И пока мы боремся в DLC The Forgotten Gods с Кайманом, там уже эфириалы подоспеют с хтонийцами. И будет другое DLC, которое будет развивать основной сюжет. Определенно. Эти змейки без капюшонов вообще. Так-то. Или... Неважно. Так вот. Кайман, короче, взбунтовался, захотел уничтожить все человечество, и он вполне это может сделать. То самое интересное. И поэтому, видимо, боги прислали эмиссара. Эмиссар вышел на моего чела с миллионом статов, черт возьми. И мы сейчас будем пробегать это DLC. Ну как, не сегодня полностью DLC это пробежим, опять рот разминать надо. Дорожечки. А вот и левел 73 подоспел вовремя. Вполне себе вовремя. Так. Самое время использовать этот серп, эту косу, или как ее назвать. Окей, плюс 100. Окей, мы комплитнули вот это вот. Осталось добить вот это вот и вот это вот. И все. А дальше по возможности, скорее всего, пойду либо вот это добивать, либо вот это. Так, я думаю вообще избавиться от ненужных скиллов наподобие Siphon Souls, которые мы не используем вообще. Когда они все Vitality Damage дают, блин. Grip Spirit, Soul Harvest, Bloody Pox. У нас Necrosis есть вообще. Что еще? Все это в Sigil с Distraction вкинуть. Possession оставить на всякий случай. Вот это все вкинуть куда-нибудь, вот это вот распределить. Окей, Corvin's Expedition First Entry and Second Entry. The writings gathered here are to serve as record of our journey to reach the Lost Corvin City. This expedition is the culmination of a lifetime of study by myself, Thomas Peterson, and my esteemed colleague Roderick Crane. Together we have focused our efforts on ancient lore that speaks of a magnificent city of gold hidden deep in the burning desert. A city whose people and culture vanished generations ago. By following the works of Ryan the Scholar, sparse regional folklore, and a number of cryptic religious texts, we were able to piece together a potential location for the lost city. From Ryan's writings, we know that the main port of entry to the Corvan civilization was a place called the Kairan Docks, a massive coastal city positioned in a protective bay just inland of a large river delta. However, recovered Corvan folklore claims that the waters of the river delta and the protective bay where Kairan was situated turned to flame and were burned away during the supposed cataclysmic event that ended the civilization. After speaking with a number of shipping merchants and retired sailors, we have pinpointed a location that fits this description. A strip of land where the desert meets the sea, just north of Cape Erin. The terrain and weather here are apparently so treacherous that few have ventured far from the coast. It should not go unmentioned that funding for our expedition was provided by a number of wealthy individuals from both Errolan and Malmuth. It does concern me that their interests in the lost city may not align with ours, and they have sent a retinue of individuals to monitor our progress and look after their investment. I am concerned that they may attempt to interfere if things don't seem to be going their way. Roderick assures me that whatever their intentions, we will not allow them to waylay us from our goal. Though I suspect he's told them they are likely to find some sort of treasure or otherwise valuable items to make it seem worth investing in our expedition. And so our journey begins. Надо делать DLC как в Divinity 2, просто добавляешь щебелку скелета. Okay. Day 23. Until today, our journey has been an exercise in the mundane. I have lost track of time as I watch the ship's crew go about their routine day in and day out. I feel more than a bit useless, but the captain has explained a number of times that our involvement will only make his crew less efficient. So I sit, read, watch the clouds pass overhead and review my notes over and over again. The music though, Steve Pardo, damn, good effort, good work, Mr. Pardo, thank you. Вроде у него лор даже в квесте есть, добавление с ней общаться, там еще перк разговор, что вот мне нужен, понимаю. That all changed this morning shortly after dawn, when I was violently awoken by the sound of cannon fire. The shattering boom gave me such a start that I fell out of my hammock. When I rushed above the deck, the scene was somewhere between utter chaos and military precision. Before I could determine what was happening, the captain ordered Roderick and I below deck. Later, when the fracas has subsided, I had a chance to speak with him. Evidently, the Dawn Watchman spotted another ship with no colors flying. A sure sign of piracy, the captain said. Instead of risking an attack, he decided to go on the offensive and begin firing as soon as the ship was in range. Whatever he did, it worked and the other ship fled. However, it appears this is a common tactic among pirates of the region. They follow ships and attempt an attack at night when the crew is less alert. I shudder to think that our expedition could have more come to such a grisly end before we even reached the barren shores. Day 27. The captain tells me we're nearing our destination, no more than a day sailing left, and then an indeterminate number of days searching the desert for the lost city. The retinue of babysitters sent by our investors have been asking a number of peculiar questions about the burial habits of the Corvan people and about the types of objects we might hope to find here or there, none of which I have answer to. I caught one of them reading an ancient-looking text of some sort the other day. Aurenial Arcanum, the name read. It is a volume I am unfamiliar with, though if I didn't know better, I'd say it was exactly the kind of thing that could attract luminary attention. He snatched the book closed and hid it in his jacket when I asked what he was reading. His scowl said it all. Peculiar indeed. Yeah, the dangerous domain, crawling nest. And my fucking model is broken once again. Fucking hell, mate. Okay, this dungeon must be short, but first of all, we can find there some Corvan secrets. And second of all, the hidden remains. Third of all, the boss. No Corvan secrets here, I guess. These hidden remains are not hidden at all. What do you mean they are hidden? Markul the Rodin. Damn, you're one hell of a ugly bastard. Literally. Okay, so no current secrets here. Guys, you know what? You know what, ladies and gentlemen? I will reach the next rift, but... Oh, the Cult of Beastmail. But... I will... Yeah, I will reach the next portal, the next rift, but I will continue the next time. Not today, definitely. Because I'm started to getting tired of it. Also, I'm getting hungry as well. Next, can I get a... I'd like some fucking
Border.
My mind runs before my mouth. It is very hard to speak like this. Hey, mummies! Okay. Oh, this freaking debuff of the eruption of flame. These fire megas are running very fast. So yeah, we have here Eldritch. Oh, Eldritch armor. Eldritch spirits and Eldritch Uzar. Kodai. Corset. Wrath of Decay. These freaking flame eruptions. Okay. Lightning fire vitality damage. But unfortunately we cannot use it. So, Eldritches, right? One by one, little by little, we're earning the respect of the three.
The three!
I repeat. Typical VTuber. At least I do not say a lot of horny things, okay? Typical VTuber, my ass. Typical VTuber. Goddamn. A lot of infested living dead. Infested with maggots. Ew. A lot of eldritches here as well. Forsaken Eldritch Totem. Oh yeah, there are some undeads here. Oh, the Sting! Excuse me? I need to deal with the undeads first. The Sting. The parchment is covered in what appears to be dried up human bile. Okay. Day 4. The Corvan people have been generous with their treasures. Hardly a thread inside. I had to use the fire of my camp to scare off something lurking in the dark last night, but otherwise it had been an easy journey so far. Day 5. Today I was making my way back to the camp when something stung me. Made me feel a bit dizzy. I know a good night's sleep will help me to feel right as rain. Nothing to be concerned about it. Helped. X. Day 6. Visit 7. I'm not sure how long I've slept, but something is definitely wrong. My lips are cracked, my gums are bleeding. And the headache, my god, the headache is blinding. The skin feels like it's crawling. Everything hurts so bad I can barely move. What matter of demons stung me? Day 9. I've managed to crawl my way back to the horse and I traveled back south out of the basin, but the symptoms have not abated. What is this word? Twice now I've woken in agony, burning up. My skin moves on its own as if something was moving beneath the surface. Day 10. I've watched in horror as a fat maggot tore through the flesh of my abdomen from the inside. They're inside me. By the gods, they are feasting while I'm still alive. Shit, mate. What a note. Oh, hello there. Vector, reflective, gargoyle. Okay. Galargok. Damn, the names though. I probably killed at least 5 of them, as I believe. Burning Blade. Corvex Burning Blade. Ah, okay. Protosian Invoker. One by one, little by little, I get friendly with all the cults. Yeah, I'm already friendly with the cult of Soleil, but I need to be respected. Okay? Need some respect, okay? I'm afraid I will not be able to use this one, because This is the level 74. And these are the level 75. Implement favored by the Cartesian masters during arcane invocations. Okay, I guess I have to sell it because I will not be able to use it on the level 77. Because this is the level 74. And this is the level 75. This is the level 75 as well. Okay. Okay. This one is worse. Definitely. Sure. Favorite cast and elemental damage. Replicating missile. Fireclaw. Burn damage. Okay, I guess I'm gonna use the Hellclaw Slicer. There's a lot of bolts over there. A shit ton of Eldritch Spirits as well. The amount of enemies gives me the huge boost to my experience and my level up. The music accompaniment is definitely something. Ooh, I love it. Look how fast these maggots are moving. Damn. One hell of a gem with this music. For sure. Cassiana, time warped. Look how many of these maggots here. Shadow's Grasp. Woo, what an explosion here. Let's help our homies from the Cult of Soleil. Cool. You're all alive as friends. We need to kill more Eldritches to earn more favor for the Cult of Soleil especially. Okay, another one Rift. Ой, чтобы он пригодил. Зачем мне переводить чат? Вау, куда я пропал? Окей, я походу умер. Погодите, сейчас дайте мне... А, вот все, я вернулся. Просто провалился сквозь... Ага. Так, мы вернулись. У меня был небольшой дроп. Небольшое прерывание, я так полагаю. Так, я все еще, надеюсь, еще стримлю, да? Все еще видите меня, да? Я еще все еще в сети, да. Yeah, it is very sad. We are not able to use the heart of the Dragon Marshal. Так, стоп. Все, стрим видишь, это хорошо. Okay, alright, already then. Окей. Ладно, стрим ты видишь, да? Но прикол в том, что я его сейчас буду заканчивать. Уф. Короче, что-то я решил закончить здесь, на храме Асиру. Продолжим, скорее всего, завтра. Завтра нас, скорее всего, ждет, собственно, храм Асира. А дальше. Не знаю, как перевести на русский, локация Forlorn Bastion. И дальше пески Корвана. Корванские пески. Корван Sands. Вот. И еще здесь будет большая отсылка на Star Trek. Ой, не на Star Trek, на Star Wars. Которую мы увидим. Но это будет завтра. Когда вижу стримы с пустым чатом, у меня в голове полковнику никто не пишет именно, да. Я так год живу уже. Да, уже больше года. Как-никак 1 числа у меня был celebration. Ладно. Давайте посетим. Да. Собственно, сюда не надо бегать пока что. Вне стрима я буду, наверное, фармить репутацию Бараухольма. А на стриме я буду уже... Уже. На стриме я буду уже продвигать дальше этого DLC. Так. Подвинем с Ангрелом.
See anything you like? Put it to good use.
Я продал сердце Т1 Марсела, потому что мы не сможем его использовать на уровне 76. на уровне 74 я буду использовать Empowered Witch Stalker. Ладно. Okay, so for today we've done a shit ton of progress. First of all, we completed the Hargate Isle. Second of all, we completed the... Wait, let me check something. Let me check something fast. Okay, Devil's Crossing.
Splendid work in Malmeth. I wish you had brought me some samples of this master of flesh, but I suppose it is for the best that none of his twisted legacy ever see the light of day again.
What left to try with Hargate's formula?
I've considered exposing Darlet to the effects of the crystal, but she was most unaccommodating. I suppose I'll begin by sneaking a rodent out of Edwin's kitchen. Observe the long-term effects of exposure to the crystal's energies.
Just don't kill us all, dude. Absolute madman. I could get more experience and then I could get a floating the zero crystal pet. Okay. Okay. I should keep it then. I'll keep it next time again. So, we completed the Hargate formal quest. I should keep it. I should keep it though. To use on this strange crystal formation in the Fleshworks. We also killed the council of this. Not of the three. The council of 3 manipulators in the Malmut. And we touched this DLC a bit longer than I expected, but still, we've met all of. Oh wait, I remembered something else. We've met all of the 3 cult leaders, but I wanna try something.
The oracles of Drieg spoke of your arrival. Their mad choir whispers of you marching
I know.
alongside our forces into the tomb.
Open the portal to the Shadow Realm. Okay, the Shadow Realm awaits. Let's try the Shadow Realm. Are we? Собственно, это рогалик. Этот режим это рогалик с рандомными монстрами, где нужно заполнить вот эту шкалу. И убить максимально монстров настолько, насколько это возможно. Только интересно, получаем ли мы опыт за это или нет. А, тут все мертвы уже. Окей. Следующий портал. Да, в итоге я вспомнил про один из режимов, который я хотел потрогать. И я его сейчас трогаю очень основательно.
Well done. This portion of the Shattered Realm is clear of threats, and its power ours for the taking. I can open the way further, or if you wish, offer you compensation for your efforts. That will mark the end of your journey, however, as the connection to this shard shall be broken. What will it be?
Enough, I will to claim my reward. Also, yeah, the ruined shrine first of all. Lana, Shattered Peddler. Короче, это еще очень прикольная формулка для шмоток. Oh, vestment of mourning. Priest's robes once worn by members of the Weeping Eye Cabal. Okay. This is the armor of Night Chill. Wait. Night Chill, Star Pact, Weeping Eye. Okay. Let's go back to the Cairn. To the Cairn world, I should say. Okay. We will complete this portal, but later.
Anything you like? Iron well spent.
Got something you need, Stat? I'll keep an eye on this.
Окей, вот теперь я точно хочу закончить стрим, потому что я устал. Okay, so we've completed a lot of Hargate Isle, Hargate's laboratory, the Council of the Malmuth, and also we killed Alostra. We found finally the Conclave of the Three, and we touched the DLC. Like fundamentally, we reached the Corvant Sands Rift and the Temple of Osiris. And also we made a look to the Shattered Realm. So for now, we will continue tomorrow. I wanna say only one thing: thank you very much for watching and staying with me the whole time. I'll see you tomorrow. I hope at the same time, maybe it will be a bit later and the stream will be a bit smaller than usual. I don't think I'm gonna stream this much. Like, I streamed more than 3 hours. So for now, Otskare-sama, bye bye.